Hello, this is Paint Eagle, and welcome to a brand new episode of Factorio. This is Season 2, or Episode 2, of my long play. Let's see, not a whole lot has happened in between the first episode and this one. I literally just jumped straight from that right into here. I'm gathering up all of my resources, letting this continue to go, and letting my science cook. So science is still... oh, we're out of science, so I've got to load up some more in there. Still making science, automation science packs, and then hopefully we'll be able to make a couple more labs, and we can continue on from there. I do want to make 2 more inserters, at least 2 more for the science, because I'm having 2 more science labs, and so I can dump a whole bunch of science into these labs, and then using inserters, transfer them from one to the next. We'll let this count down. We've got 10 left. And what am I going to be working on? Well, of course, continuing to restock all of this. I think I'm going to clear out a lot of these trees that make it a little bit more difficult to run down all the way down this way. And generally, when you're playing Factorio, you don't want to craft too much in your inventory, just because it takes out of your ability to be flexible, craft multiple things at once. So crafting this large amount of science, useful in the beginning. If I didn't already have the science pack up and going, that may have been a little bit better, but it's not going to be horrible. Let's throw some more in here. Just keep this full of coal. The way these work is it won't burn coal if there's not enough electricity to use it, but even then, I still want to keep it full, and it still burns through at an almost scary fast pace. So it looks like we're finished up with all that science packs, building the second and third labs. Take these and put it one away there. Stick all those into it. Yeah, you can see this is making copper cables, and then copper cables are being used to make electronic circuits. Then making some gear wheels, then some belts, and that makes the next lab. Alright, I could put a lab one more down. This one doesn't have power, so I've got to link it up. And yeah, that'll work. Okay. Let's let this make the belts that I need to move all the things around. And here we go. Look at these electric mining drills. So I'm going to make all of these right away. All these electric mining drills. I know I just said not making a big stack of things all at once. But I do need a lot of electric mining drills, and I do not have the automation set up just yet to automatically make those. Again, just a reminder, I have these 2 achievements up here that I'm working towards that I have to play in a little bit of a specific way in order to get those achievements. I just can't build laser defense, and I can't build solar powers, which are some of my favorite ways to stop the biters, is to build a whole bunch of solar panels so that they leave me alone, and then make a bunch of laser defense so that when they do attack, the lasers take them out, and I don't have to keep restocking. Let's see, we're almost done with our belts. Alright, now we're on to the inserters. We've got inserters. This is good for here. Now for this, let's do that, and it'll move the science 2 per lab until they're all going, and now all 3 going makes this go 3 times faster. So let this make all the gear wheels. Load that back up. Still out of reach there. Okay. And, you know what, I'm going to make another bunch of those, just to get them going. That way I have power. I can bring power over here. I should have, yeah, I've got all of these belts. So what I want to do is when all of this is mining, it's all going to come out onto this belt here, which I'm going to turn down and bring through the woods this way. So I can run a little bit faster if I'm on top of the belts. As long as I don't do something like that. And there we go. Oh, and that sound is us finishing another science. Where's this going? So it needs to come over here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to come around behind because I have this underground here, and I know that this is going to keep stretching this way, but it won't stretch anymore this way. So if I can make it all the way there, I'll try to come around. And if not, looks like I will be delivering coal by hand for still a little bit while longer. Alright, again, rotating it with the R button. Yeah, didn't make it all the way. So I'll make a coal delivery. It's down to 43, now back up to 50. And we finished another science. And what crafting just finished? Ooh, all 14 of these. That's good. Can I make 130 more? But you hold shift and click, it makes all of them. Shift and click again, that cancels it. Let's see, shift and right. Nope, that's where it is. Right click makes 5 at a time. So let's make a set of 15 there, which I believe that pulled this up to a set of 30. Refill over here. Yeah, that's going all right. We've got 30. These are all going. More logistics. And let's get another 20 going there. Come down. Yep. Using the belts as roads really helps speed things along. Alright, and then down. Then we'll line up right here, because that will line up with this. Yep, and we just need a couple more going through there. And then for this, I want to make these burner inserters. So the way that burner inserters work is they run off of coal, and so they will fill themselves based off of the coal that's coming down this lane. So if I take a burner inserter, wherever it is, maybe I didn't make one. There we are. Burner inserter, stick it right there. Turn you that way. So now when coal comes down, it'll first put it into itself, or into this slot here. Then I'll put the next one into the steam engine to keep that going. Speaking of steam engines, one of these pumps here, so if you look here, this has a pumping speed of 1,200 per second. And these have a consumption, it doesn't say right now just because of how slow it's going, but these have a consumption of, I believe, 120 per second, so we can have 10 boilers on a single pump. Now that math may be off, but we'll see how that goes. And I want some more of these. So let's see how this all works together. So we're going to turn this around, and it's going to be spaced by 1, then stuck together. Then spaced by 1, then stuck together. And then I'll have this in between. So now they have water all the way through to here. You can see it's full of water. Yeah, consumption 0 per second of 60%. So maybe I can have 20 of these on one pump. That would actually make sense. Okay. If that's the case, I'll just have to mess with some other things around here. But right now, can bring this up all the way to here. See how this goes. And make boilers. I can make 7. I'd need 8 to fill all of this up, but 7 should be fine for right now. Alright, you're good. 2, 3, 4. All those will get power when they get them. Or we'll get coal when they get power. We can continue on from there. see when we go. 3, 2, 1. Ah, that's going a bit slow. I'm going to go hook up the electric. Go. All the electric mining. Bleh. These things. The electric mining drills. That's the word I was looking for. It looks like this is all full and stopped. So, good time to collect it all. And I'm actually going to pick them all up. There we go. I'll set up the electric mining drills instead. So I want to set these up. You see that light green box? That's the area that they're mining in. So let's go here. We don't need this one on the edge. So that's the area that they're mining in. And then it's going to push it into where that arrow goes. Alright. And then I like to leave a gap in between them. And that's all of it there. So I like to leave a gap in between just so that I can walk in between, I can get a belt in between. Let's see, let's make some more belts. Oh, looks like that's all the belts we can make. I think we need some more iron before we can make more belts. We're going to have to bring the electric poles up to get those powered. Let's go grab some more iron. Looks like a lot of these drills need some more coal. There we go. Put the coal in there. Collect the iron that we need. We can make another couple sets of... There we go. A couple sets of belts. It looks like we ran out of science packs there, but shouldn't be too bad right now. We are getting this all set up. Alright, that should lead right into there. And then these... that should lead right into that. Alright, now to get power. Start on the farthest one. So that should get power to the first two. Alright, all of those should have power. Yeah, that should power there. Alright. So now we're just moving power over to where we already have a tap. And these should all be kicking into gear. Yep. All these are going, except for this side, because it doesn't quite reach around all the way across. There we go. All of it's going, producing coal, throwing coal on belts. Now let's follow where this goes down here. Off through the woods. Through all the trees. And while we're waiting on coal to get here, set this up and make one more. Alright, you see that these don't have any power at them. That's why there's a gap there. Fill it in nicely like that. Alright, let's see this coal come down. It is on its way. It's not quite filling up the whole belt, but that's alright. We've got plenty of wood to make more things. Lots of coal here, and coal coming down this way. And this coal should all come right into here and fill all of these up. Let's let that be on its way. Take a look here. So we need more science for logistics than military. So it looks like we have, yeah, we have the gun turret. So I can make a gun turret, and I can make regular bullets for the gun turret. Also make light armor. I am going to make one of those. That go as we wait for more coal to come down. As you can see, this is burning through coal pretty quickly. It's burning through consistently because we have all those electric mining drills. It takes electricity to mine the coal, which is then used to burn or make electricity. Look, this one grabs it, sticks it in itself, grabs the next one, sticks it in itself, and then that goes into there. And that is no longer flashing. Boom, that's not flashing. Go, letting these go, and then it's building up here. Alright, and we are making electricity. Click here, and we can see that we're making 1.2 megawatts, and that is everything that we need. So what we want to see here is we want to see this row all the way full, and this one low, but if it does get close to full, at least not making this one go down. And we can also see all the different things that use electricity. So our 13 mining drills, I guess we have one that's not going right now. We have 10 labs, or 3 labs, sorry, they're not going at all. 2 inserters, which are not moving, and 1 steam engine, or 10 steam engines that are all running. Let's go find that one mining drill that's not doing anything, because I thought we made 14. Oh, yep, look, it's this one all the way on the outside. What is it even doing? Alright, so that needs to be there. Then you... There. That gets them all going. Use a little bit more power than we were using before, but at least we are gathering more coal. When we gather more coal, let's put together an assembly machine. I just want 2 assembly machines for this. So let this go. 2 assembly machines. They're going to go right here and right there. They're both going to make the automation science. Then 2 inserters. There we go. Inserter number 1. Gonna take that. Number 2. We'll put it there. And then power to both of them. And they'll go. Now, these, I need to get copper plates into them. Boom. Boom. I need to get iron gear wheels into them. Which I can make a handful of iron gears. Let's make 10 of them. 10 iron gears, and that'll start filling these up. Which would be great. You know, we can take half of them, stick them in there. Take the other half, stick them in there. This should make science and fill up these 3. The way these go, this can make, it takes 5.5 seconds to make the red science, and these take 1 red science every 15 seconds. So overall, all 3 of these take 1 red science every 5 seconds, so 2 should be able to keep all 3 running. Now we need more coal here. There we go. Keep all that happy. Alright, we'll let this go for a little bit, but we also want to be automatically supplying this science area. So I'm going to make what is called a bus. You know what? I don't think it's time for the bus just yet. I think I need a radar to see where we are, what we have around us, because I can't see a whole lot right now. But that logistics finished, which is good. That means we can make these things. Underground recipes and a splitter recipe. So I want both of these. I want multiple splitters. So let these go. You can see we're using the last of the technology here. And to feed directly into these, I'm just going to make 2 more assembly machines and 2 more inserters. So we're making a lot of assembly machines and a lot of inserters. Wouldn't it be great if we could make an assembly machine to make an assembly machine? That's sort of what we're moving towards. So you are going to make iron gear wheels, And you are going to make iron gear wheels. Put it in there. Since we already have copper in there, they'll just keep making the stuff. That should keep all three of these happy. Alright, so now splitter and underground. So this splitter, I want to put right here and just let it pour in. So that way, this will just fill up from both of these and it won't just fill up on one side. Now the second splitter, I want to come off of this. You know what? I want it to come off much farther down. I want it to come off about here. But I want to prioritize output priority on the left. That way it's going to the power first, then other places afterwards. And it's still coming out. Alright, that way we can bring coal over to this nice and easily. Oh, and we have another science done. So steel processing. Let's see the parts that we want to make next. We have optics. Optics are nice. They're used for lasers and solar energy, neither of which we're going to be getting into for the first good chunk of this run, but it does give us lamps, and I want lamps. Alright, walls we're working on. Fast inserters. It takes a lot of research, so we're not quite there yet. Steel we're working on. It also takes a lot of research, but that's really important, in my opinion. Let's research the steel axe. Yeah, it still takes a lot, but that'll just be our next step. Okay. Now, when making these, see it takes 3 ingredients there. These inserters, or these assemblers, can only use 2 ingredients. I believe. Well, let's check. Maybe they can use 3 ingredients. Alright, can you... Oh, they can use 3 ingredients. Great. Okay. So we'll have an assembler make those. But until then, yeah, let's make all 4 of these. And we can start automatically mining this up. Here we go. Get all those trees out of the way. Now, trees in Factorio, they don't grow back, but they do a couple of things. They can absorb pollution, and when they absorb pollution, they die off slowly. So it's not pleasant for them to absorb pollution. Go. Yeah, 3, 4. They absorb pollution, and they can be used for making things that are made out of wood. So let's collect all this iron. Yeah, we'll just go this way with the iron. This will be our iron ore. And we need to get this into a smelting system. We can smelt all of our iron ore. So we'll make a smelting system up here. And for a smelting system, I'm going to want 2 splitters and a couple of the undergrounds. Go, get these out of the way. And in a pinch, wood can be used for fuel. Alright, let's get some power running up here. There we go, we got power running. Well, power's out to there, so let's make a couple more. And again, this is just pressing and holding as I run. And if it is right at the end of how far I could go, it'll put one down. Unfortunately, that's just perfectly worst place. Okay, well, these are all powered. They're collecting ore, and they're bringing it up here. So the way this goes, I'm going to take a splitter, and I'm going to need a bunch of these. And this other splitter goes here. So we take some going this way and some going this way. And then when we take it out, it's going to be going this way. Alright. Got that. Make some inserters. And let's get this moving. So we're going to come out a bit. Inserter is going to put it there. Taken from. And this is where it gets a little funky. There we go. Let's get 2 going at a time. Alright, taken out of there. And it's going to be put in with an inserter, which takes it from a belt. You can see here it's only on half the belt. So take it off the belt, put it in there, put it smelted onto that thing. And this will do much the same. There we go. And then belt. Get rid of that. And then we can belt it that way. Alright. Now this is filled up. So now the question is, how are we going to get coal to it? Well, coal is going to come in like this from this direction. So we use the undergrounds, go like that, right underneath. And we can take, we're going to need a lot more belts. So, take belts this way, and we're making more. We're going to pull it from here, all the way onto there, into this smelting assembly, or the smelting array, and that will let us smelt a whole bunch of iron. We can make another one for copper, which we'll just pull up probably right next door. I think I'm going to put the first copper one right here. Make a couple iron, or copper here. A couple iron ones this way, copper one this way, and then we'll have all of our materials come off of that. Alright, let's clear out some trees. Yeah, that'll work. And get belts going. All the way across. There we go. Here's our coal line. So I don't want it to go all the way there. Bring it down. Oh, and I'm almost there. There we go. Goes all the way around, so it'll prioritize this way, and when that's done, it'll go up this way and fill that up. You see these are still running pretty well. How are you doing? Looks like we're just about out. We'll put another 100 in each of these. And we're still pretty good on these. Alright. We're running. Technology, steel axe, we're on our last item here. So let's research fast inserters and heavy armor. Let's get weapon shooting speed. Physical projectile damage. And then when that's all done, we'll start green research, which opens up all of this other stuff. I think of this, the first thing I want to research is going to be automation 2. So we'll let that go for a bit. But when we get to green research, we're going to need to be making green research. Let's get these in place. So 8 there, so that replaces the 8 that we had before. And let's move that there. That way. Okay. Get power to all of this, like that. And I'm going to need a lot more power poles. Alright. Going up to there, going up to there. And this is going to come out, well, it'll have to end up coming out a lot farther. So let's get, we need 4 or 2 per these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, we need 8. So 5, 6, 7, 8. Let those go, and we can pull power right to there. So now we've got iron being made again, and it looks like it's probably going to be much faster than it was before. Yeah, it looks like we're making it a lot faster than we did with those 8, with these 8. So it's our limiting is going to be the speed of these furnaces, but we're going to be mining it with just 4 drills faster than we were mining with 8 drills before. Alright, this is all going. Get these. I want to put these next to each other so I can get get power to all of it nice and easily. So we'll do power the same way we did here. One there, one there, one there, and it's all going. Alright, so now we've got that coming out here. We've got 3 there, so let's just make 5 more miners. And we're going to make the same setup as we did before. So 2 of these, 1 of those. You know, we're going to need another one of these. Yep. Yeah, that should be enough. Alright. So we're going to want 1 here to split it up. Oh, we're going to need a lot more of this. Need to get rid of that. So we can come back down like that. And then we need to get this back in place somewhere. We can supply power. That looks good. Alright. So then for here, we're going to skip a second one because we're going to have the line of copper going this way. We're going to have copper come up this way. Alright. Make a bunch more of this. So let's work backwards from what we have. So we're going to be putting a line of, boom, copper and coal there. And then extractors, oh, we need 16 extractors. So we can make 7, and then what are we out of? Looks like I'm out of copper. Alright, well, that's what I'm working on, is increasing copper production. So 7, that's going to be 17 there. Let that produce for a bit as we take down trees. And eventually taking down trees does get better and faster. It'll just take a minute. Alright, so we'll line these up. That should be just fine, like that. We get our furnaces in place. Then removal to put it all onto a belt. And then the center belt. And they'll take it up and out. Move the whole thing again in reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put that down. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll go collect the other 3 once we build a couple mining drills for those. Electric mining drills. So we'll make 2 electric mining drills for all that. Then, oh, belts to bring it all in. Alright, now back to here. Take it like this. Bring copper in there. Bring coal in there. Nope. Bringing copper in down 1. Coal in there. Half this way. Half this way. There we go. Now once we bring in coal, there we go. We have coal going to the furnaces, and we can bring copper in. So up, and then like this. We'll have to move the power for this to here. That should be fine. And we can bring the copper all the way around. So I'll take some more going. Just pick all these up and put our, there we go. Put that there and there, and I don't mind having it all on the same side here. It'll slow down our belt production a little bit, but there we go. Overall, it's going to be easier than trying to sort out between the copper and the iron as it goes through. Stick 1 behind, getting both, and then we'll just come over to our power line. we go, right in the middle there. We've got copper being made. I can even make a couple more and stick them on the other side. That'd be pretty easy. Then I have all of this here, and I'm just going to walk up and I'm going to hit F. F. Z. Z. That's the button. Z is the button to put it down. So I'm dropping all of this extra copper ore down on this line. There we go. That way I don't have any copper ore in my inventory anymore. Not that it helps if I can't get it out. Alright. Get these last 3 furnaces in place. And get some power being made. There we go. And these are a mess. These just always are a mess. There are some people who go crazy if they can't get them right, and they work really hard to make them nice and pretty. If that's you, go right ahead. More power to you. But that's just not me. I don't care so much about that. But I am going to get this so that we can keep up with all of this. With only 2, it's not quite keeping up. Alright, you can see down on the over on the right side of the screen, you have 1.1000, 32,000. I want to make it so it only has just the copper. That is my preference there. So one there, and now we're going all over the place. That way we're not trying to sort out which is which. And once we burn up all of this stuff here and we use it all up, we can sort that up later. Now we have copper and iron being made. Now generally, I think these things are much longer. So this takes, I don't know if it has a speed on it. Crafting speed 1, products finish 101. Status item production overload, which means it's just full. Let's see, does this have 0.5 seconds to turn? No, to create. Let's see if I have these 3.2 seconds to take an iron ore and turn it into a single piece of iron plate. And then these have a multiplier. I don't see a multiplier. Okay. There are other furnaces that have multipliers that make things faster or slower. So it takes 3.2 seconds to make one. Now, the belt speed can move 15 items per second. So if you have 3.2, or it takes 3.2 seconds, in order to get to 15, let's see, 3 of them makes about 1 item a second, a little less than 1 item a second. So you need, what is that, 1, 2, 3 times 15, 45? That does not seem right. But we are going to make plenty of room. I think I'm going to go with, I'm going to go with 15. So 4. Let's go with 16. So one thing we can do here is we can blueprint and copy things. So we'll copy all of this. Not all of that down there, just all of this. So there we go. We'll get rid of these things, so we don't need them. Check. And we'll put it 1, so that's 4, 8, 12, 16. We put that down there. Alright, so 16 of them. That is how big it's going to be for the whole column. And then we can bring this off to do whatever else we want it to do. So with that in mind, I can just build longer, have it go all the way out to there, and then when I have all of my copper or all of my iron come out, it'll be all out here. And I think I made this thing, didn't I? I made this and I never put it down. So let's get that down. There we go. And what this does is this lets me see a little bit bigger of an area here. Whatever is around it, with this thing centered at the middle. That orange dot is me, but also we'll slowly scan farther out, looking for threats, looking for other ores, just anything that can be found. this. We'll just patch these in for now, because eventually I'm going to want to take this whole thing and copy it over to the copper area. That way we can put items out there. Here we go, all the way up to there. I don't want to connect them because I don't have furnaces all the way out here, so I want to keep this going down here. But we've got out to here. All right, we're researching heavy armor. And then I think I'm going to try to do eventually probably 3 rows of copper like this. And 4 rows of iron as it goes out. So 1, 2, 3. Let's just see, count this out. So I want 1, 2, 3, 4 rows of iron. I want a space of 2, and then 1, 2, 3 rows of copper. So I can bring copper out this way. There we go. That's copper, and that's iron right now. It'll probably end up, who knows. Let's get rid of that. Get that straightened up. There we go. So that'll be my iron as it goes across, my copper. Put something else there. Let's see. This. That's just a ghost image, so that I can actually, I'll put ghost on all of these. That way I know eventually I'll build there, but not yet. And these are really useful when you have robots that build for you. But I don't have robots yet. That's much later down the line. Go. Fill these out most of the way. And I think we're about ready to start. Well, let's see. I'll make another blueprint of all of this. Yeah, I want that. All right. No. I want, here we go. All of that. So we hit this down here, all the way across. And I can put this down. 2, 3, 4. That'll be all my iron. And then for my copper, do something similar, but I only want 3 in the copper. 1, 2, 3. All right. So I can get rid of this thing. Just put this down. There we go. So now I have my copper that'll go up here, my iron that goes out to here. Now I know that whatever I build here doesn't have to worry about copper and iron production. So I think what I'll do is I will start to build some science stuff. So as we're researching heavy armor, you see the next thing in that is weapon shooting, physical projection, and then logistics. So these have a little ways to go. But then we're going to need green. So I think for right now, I'm going to call this the episode. Thank you so much for joining me. And I will see you in the next episode where I attempt to tackle automating red science and maybe moving a little bit into creating blue science. Thank you so much for joining me, and have a fantastic day.